Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring to the stage a comic who's been here the last 6 weeks religiously. He wanted to do an hour and a half tonight, and we told him we only had 3 hours. And he said, well, I'll do my same set twice then. Please welcome to the stage Brad Hutchins.
Hey, Karman Bar, how you doing? Woo! Have you heard of this guy from Florida, Devon Arthur? News for you, Matt. News alert for you, Matt. This is the news. Devon Arthur is this 21-year-old guy who he was a neo-Nazi. Okay, he was a neo-Nazi. He had 3 roommates. 2 of them were neo-Nazis. One of them was a neo-Nazi and in the Florida National Guard. Devon Arthur then decided he was going to switch to Islam. He was going to become a Muslim. Anyone want to guess what happened?
No.
He killed 2 of his roommates. His 2 roommates made fun of him for being a Muslim. And then, as they're discovering the bodies, the other roommate from the Florida National Guard, who's getting them all their explosives and everything so they can be good neo-Nazis, he comes back and he's crying because he didn't believe it all happened. That guy's a bad guy. Here's some more news for you. This is from my high school, San Ramon Valley High School in Danville, California. A great place to be from. On the safest cities list of California, number 1, Rancho Santa Margarita, where I live. Number 2, Danville, where I once lived. The big controversy there is that a star athlete, a star female athlete, and this has made the news up there, the local, like Channel 4 and Channel 5 is CBS. The star female athlete took out her phone and shoved it under a closed bathroom stall and filmed another female athlete on her team urinating, then posted it to Instagram. And this is a bad thing. For this, she got suspended for 3 days, and the parents of the girl who was, completely violated, let's just face it, this is pretty ridiculous, they're kind of upset, and they're going to the school board, and all the parents are upset. But that aside, there was some other bullying involved here, too, where this star athlete, apparently what she and her friends did is they skittled the other girl's front yard. Now, in Danville, this is not condo country. This is 1/3 acre, homes and big yards and lots of, we used to toilet paper each other's houses. Well, apparently the new thing is skittling. I have no idea how they invented skittling. Skittling just sounds expensive to me. In order to spread Skittles out on somebody's yard, you're in 20 or 30 bucks in Skittles. This is apparently what the rich kids do now. Yeah, there's your news for you, Matt. You'll probably hear about both of those.
Thank you.
As you guys know, some of you have been here before. Comedy is not my career. My career is, and I'm actually taking a night off tonight. I work at night. I provide tech support to the people of India.
Woo!
Now, I am taking a night off tonight. Usually I roll in Sunday through Thursday nights about 7:30 p.m., which is, if you know your Indian time zones, 8 a.m. in India. And I answer their questions. They have tough questions, I answer them. But in order to make them feel comfortable with me, I have an Indian name. It is Vijay Paranswamy. Vijay, just as you think it was spelled. Paranswamy, P-A-R-E-E-N-S-W-A-M-I. I'm not the first person in my family, or really ever to do, in my family, to do Indian tech support. My dad was a pioneer in the field. He too had an Indian name to make people feel comfortable with him. It was Vijay Paranswamy. Vijay, just like you think it was spelled. Paranswamy, P-A-R-E-E-N-S-W-A-M-I. So, customers that have used us for a long time and are familiar with me, that I interact with a lot, they'll know me as Vijay Paranswamy Jr., or, kind of the short name for me, VJJ. So that guy hasn't heard this joke before. That's great. I told you that I did have to take some time off tonight. I'll tell you why I'm taking time off from this is last week I had a customer His name is Nitin. He calls me up and he makes sweaters and then he sells them on Etsy. Nitin. He makes sweaters and sells them on Etsy. Nitin calls up and he says, "Oh, VJJ, what are you wearing?" I'm like, "Sorry?" And he's like, "Oh, VJJ, I want to strip that sorry off you and see your naked body." I'm like, "Well, come again?" And he's like, "Ah!" Okay, at this point, I took the phone, I hung it up. I decided I needed a night off. That's tonight. Actually, also decided I need to look at a career change. This is a little weird for me. Investigating careers. One of the things I've found out in corporate America, they have a lot of buzzwords that they use. Now, these are not buzzwords like, many of you might be familiar with. Your buzzwords for your jobs are probably like, venti, McDouble, maybe Fappuccino. But in corporate America, they have some interesting buzzwords. And, fortunately, I have a spy in corporate America who has told me what these buzzwords are. So, one of the buzzwords is telephony. Now, I think they're pronouncing that wrong because back in the day, it was, it's spelled T-E-L-E-P-H-O-N-Y. And back in the day, we called that telephony. And this was basically when you met a really, really pretty girl and you'd ask her for her phone number and she would give you the phone number of her ugly friend. Telephony. Another thing they talk about in corporate America a lot now is pain points. And this is really, really easy, right? I mean, like you go running, your knees hurt, maybe you get about 3 pain points for that. You pass a kidney stone. Guys, you pass a kidney stone, you get 8 pain points for that. Women, we all know giving birth is the most painful experience, imaginable. You get 10 pain points for that. Pain points. Something they keep track of in corporate America, and maybe you can redeem them for a gas discount or something. But the buzzword that really resonates with me, it's bandwidth. Everyone talks about how they just don't have enough bandwidth. But you know what bandwidth is? I like to think of it in terms of Guns N' Roses, right? Appetite for Destruction comes out, which, when I heard Welcome to the Jungle this was between my junior and senior year in high school, I thought, I've never heard anything like this. This is the most amazing sound in the world. And it really, really resonated with me at the time, which is, 30 years ago. But at the time, Guns N' Roses, their bandwidth, it was kind of like maybe like that. All 5 of them, shoulder to shoulder, they're about that wide. Why is this? Because, well, they're heroin addicts. That's why they're all very skinny. They released GNR Lies a year or 2 later. I used to love her, but I had to kill her. Right? And, Axl's starting to get a little fat. So the bandwidth increases a little bit, right? They do Use Your Illusion. I won't do a song from Use Your Illusion. Then they do cover songs on Spaghetti Incident, right? All I need is some inspiration before I do somebody some harm. I feel just like a vegetable down here on the farm. Right? And Axl started to get a little fatter, so bandwidth is like this. Well, the band kind of breaks up. Axl started to work on Chinese Democracy, a project he spent $13 million in 17 years working on, right? And everybody quits the band, they form Velvet Revolver or whatever else, but Axl still gets fatter and fatter and fatter. So, as Chinese Democracy is finally released, bandwidth of Guns N' Roses is like this. It's ridiculously big. Oh, I won't be told anymore that I've been brought down in this storm. Oh, and left here so far from the shore that I can't find my way back my way anymore. And you guys are like, that has got to be the best Axl Rose on singing a song from Chinese Democracy impression we have ever heard, because it's the only one you've ever heard. It's the only one you will ever hear. That, my friends, is bandwidth. And those are the buzzwords that I need to know to secure a job in corporate America. And I think my chances are good. Woo! And with that, Mark, I'll bring Mark, the host, back to the stage. Woo! Thank you, Mark Shelton.
Brad Hutchings, ladies and gentlemen. Brad Hutchings. Thank you, Brad. The comedy stylings of Brad.